Let me clarify something before the comment section loses its mind. You absolutely 100% need a coach to reach the elite levels of mixed martial arts. But here's the brutal truth nobody wants to admit. 90% of the coaches in your local area are absolutely terrible. They are robbing you. They are charging you a premium monthly fee to stand in a crowded room, run generic laps, and teach you a basic jab and cross on week 1 and a low kick on week 2. If your coach is moving you at the speed of the slowest, most uncoordinated person in the class just to collect a paycheck, you aren't being coached. You are being scammed. You see, a good coach will fast track your progression, push your limit, and fix your micro mistakes. But finding one of those 10% coaches is rare. In my next video, I'm gonna break down the exact red flags that proves that your coach is a fraud. So hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. But today in this video is for the guys who don't have access to that elite 10%. The guys who want to learn real mixed martial arts on their own, with proper form and without wasting thousands of dollars on bad instruction. If you want to know how to build fight-ready mechanics in your own space, do not skip a single second of this video. Watch this video till the end and let's talk about self-training. Now keep this sentence in your mind for your whole life. You don't watch a fight tape like a fan. You study it like a scientist. If you want to learn how to fight, you don't ask a trainer who fought in a regional promotion 10 years ago. You learn from the absolute best to ever walk on the earth. But you need to know who to watch and for what technique. So do me a favor, have a pencil or a pen with you and just a paper, and write down all the stuff I'm about to say. For boxing and pocket movement, you watch Dustin Poirier or Sean Strickland's defensive Philly shell. For low kicks and calf kick mechanics, you watch Alex Pereira. For traditional wrestling and level changes, you watch Jordan Burroughs or Bo Nickel. For wall wrestling and cage trapping, again, you watch Khabib Nurmagomedov. For slick offensive kickboxing, you watch Israel Adesanya. For heavy top control and ground and pound, you watch John Jones, and you can watch Islam Makhachev. For jiu-jitsu and submission transitions, you watch Charles Oliveira or Demian Maia. Now, since you noted down, here is how you actually learn from them. You don't watch their highlights with loud funk music in the background. You find raw fight footage. You screen record a clip of their movement, you put it into CapCut and slow the playback speed down to 0.25. Now, look at the micro details. Where is their lead foot pointing? How are their hips rotating? Where is their opposite hand defending? How do they move their hips, or how do they move when they're throwing a leg kick? How do they move when they're throwing a jab? How do they move when they throw a right hand or a cross or an overhand? Whatever it is, it depends. Then you set up your phone, record yourself trying to mimic that exact movement and play the video side by side. But a massive warning, do not rush this. If you try to throw a kick like Alex Pereira without establishing a proper balanced stance first, you're gonna throw your hip out, look ridiculous, and build terrible muscle memory. You have to copy the exact movement they're doing, just like you're mimicking them. Your phone camera is the most honest, brutal coach you'll ever have. It doesn't care about your feelings and it doesn't lie. Now, before you put your hands on another human being, you have to build your base. You can't learn how to fight if you're constantly fighting your body's lack of coordination. This is where your solo tools come in. Gravity, shadowboxing, and the heavy bag. Shadowboxing is your mirror. It teaches you balance, head movement, and footwork. If you throw a heavy combination in shadowboxing and you stumble forward, you don't need a coach to tell you that you messed up. Gravity just gave you a failing grade. You must learn how to throw strikes while maintaining a completely solid, impenetrable guard. Then you move to the heavy bag. The bag doesn't hit back, but it teaches you impact condition. It conditions the knuckles, shins, and wrists so they don't break when you land. It teaches you how to manage distance. If the bag is swinging wildly and hitting you, your footwork is off. You stay on these solo tools until your movements are completely fluid, until you can move, throw, and defend without thinking. Once you have the muscle memory locked in, you are ready to introduce the most important variable. Now, let's be honest. You cannot learn fighting without sparring. Anyone who tells you that you can become a real fighter just by hitting a bag and shadowbox is selling you a fantasy. You need a partner to simulate the chaos of a real exchange. But you don't need a crowded gym for this. You need one solid training partner, maybe your friend who shares the exact same goal and work ethic as you. Now get on the internet and buy these 3 things: high density shin guards, mouth guards, and 7-ounce MMA sparring gloves. Not the tiny 4-ounce fight gloves that will cut your face open, and not standard boxing gloves if you want to grapple. You need those thick, padded MMA sparring gloves with the open palm so you can safely strike and wrestle. Now, when you start, you do not do hard sparring. Hard sparring on day 1 is how beginners get brain damage and quit. You do situational drilling. One of you plays the pressure fighter, the other works on lateral footwork to escape. One of you shoots for a single leg, the other one works strictly on the defensive sprawl. You run these micro scenarios over and over again at 30% speed, gradually increasing the intensity as your reflexes sharpen. You are slowly converting your muscle memory into active, real-time reactions against a living, breathing opponent. So now let's put the puzzle together. If you have an elite, world-class gym nearby with a coach who actually invests time into your individual progress, go pay them immediately if you have the money. It is worth every single dollar. But if you are stuck in a town with overpriced, low-effort, strip mall, cardio kickboxing, coaches who treat you like a number, just stop wasting your money. Become your own coach. Study the elite on tape at 0.25 speed. Film your mistakes. Master your solo balance on gravity, and find one dedicated partner to drill with. The blueprint is right here. The only question is whether you have the discipline to execute it without someone yelling at you to do it. Don't forget to subscribe, because next week or maybe sooner we are exposing fake coaches who are ruining the sport and scamming you, and you don't want to miss this out. See you in the next video.